In this video, you use the R formula form to solve the equation and also to find the largest and smallest value when I have such a question of 80 minus the R formula form and square. So, we have to refer to the addition formula and select based on the question. So I have cos theta minus alpha. Which addition formula should I use? Is it the first or second one over here? So I write out. Yes, if you made a good guess, is the second one. So you help yourself. Maybe you can write the theta and alpha here. Once you're familiar, you don't have to do that. Equals to R bracket cos theta cos alpha, and is a minus. I have to do a plus sine theta sine alpha, and I rewrite it. I have cos r cos theta cos alpha, and bring the r to the next second term. Same thing. I would like to underline the cos theta over here and the cos theta over here, and then can you see that 7 is equals to r cos alpha? You write it this way, right? Then let me underline in red the sine theta. I got sine theta here on the second term on the left and right. And can you observe that 4 equals to r sine alpha? So I write this way, r sine alpha equals to 4. So I have these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So can I find my r? And for standard, r is always square root 7 square plus 4 square. And I have square root 65. Then I also have undefined alpha. I have r sine alpha over r cos alpha equals to 4 over 7. Okay, so be very careful. Maybe write 2 over 1 will help you. Then you have tangent alpha equals to 4 over 7. Take note that in this question says alpha must be in radians. Okay, it's defined in radians. Press the calculator is in radian mode, and you'll get 0.51915. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so for what we have to do next is we have to solve this equation. So equation here, after we have done the R formula form, we can replace 7 cos theta plus 4 sine theta with what you have. Follow the form that is given right at the top. Alright, so I replace square root 65 cos theta minus 0.51915 equals to 6. Go on with the manipulation. Notice that on the right here is positive. So use the ASTC method. And because cosine is positive, so we will select the first and the fourth quadrant. But first, I have to find the basic angle. And find the basic angle is equals to cosine inverse 6 over square root 65, and we'll get this one. Take note that is this angle is equals to this one. So in the first quadrant, your angle theta is equals to alpha. And in the fourth quadrant, theta equals to 2 pi minus alpha. Last step will be to add 0.51915 to the two angles. So I'll get and we'll get these two answers, 1.25 or 6.07. Go back to the front and check what is the range that is defined for this question. The range is from 0 to pi. So my final answer is 1.25. I will have to reject 6.07. Why? Because from 0 to pi, the range pi is 3.14 dot 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 dot. So we will reject the second answer. Now, if we would like to find the largest and smallest values of 80 minus 7 cos theta plus 4 sin theta square, let's write and rewrite the first form first in our formula form. Okay, when we rewrite this form, the question is that why is the largest value not square root 65? Take note, they are asking you to find the largest value of 80 minus this square. So if I would want to find the largest value, if I were to find the, based on what we have here, we learned earlier, we know that based on this one alone, the largest is square root 65 and the smallest is minus square root 65. However, we are going to square this. So if I square both of them, I will get 65. Am I right? For both of them. So for the largest value now, if 80 minus 65 is not the largest, I will have to do maximum value is 80 minus 0. And I get 80. Why not 80 minus 65? Because if you do that, we get 15. Okay, and if the only way is to take the value of 0, 80 minus 0, and get 80. So what is the corresponding value of theta? So this is when this 0 is when y equals to 0. Let me draw the cosine graph. Let's say I have this y equals to cosine theta graph here. From maximum value 1 to minus 1. So when y equals to 0, what is the value of theta? So over here, this is the point where y equals 0. I mark down here at the cross. Can you see that theta is equals to pi over 2? So I will have to do this one, highlight in orange, theta minus 0.5195 is equals to pi over 2. Okay, we should say earlier, we look at the cross over here. Then theta, you can do the manipulation. And then press the calculator, you get round off to 3SF for radian. So we will solve for the first one, the largest or maximum value. When I go to the minimum value, now we talk about concept. Just now we say minimum is equals to 80 minus square root 65 square it, which is exactly 80 minus 65, and I get 15. Okay, so when the maximum value is square root 65, just to focus on again the cosine graph. When maximum value is when y equals to 1, what's the value? Can you see? Y equals to 1, mark it with green. Y equals 1 here, and y equals 1 here. Okay, and then I can say when y equals 1, theta equals 0. Right, so this whole angle, and again in orange, is equals to 0. And then manipulate it, got the answer. However, is there a need to go on to do for 2 pi? For this question, it's not necessary. Why? Because theta is only defined up to pi radians. So we do not go on when maximum value of 1 or 2 pi is not necessary. So we just stop over here.